we shared this stage 15 years, me and him.
Who is the best player in the world?
A lot of people actually have that viewpoint, and a lot of people say that Lionel Messi will forever, 80 years in the future, 100 years if we still here, 200 years if we still here, will forever be the greatest footballer of all time. I just don't see it mathematically possible. But hey, I digress. We'll see 50 years in the future where the league has gone.
Yeah! You know what I mean, dude? Nah, bro. Oh my God, man.
Ronaldo turns into dribble. Brilliant footwork.
Oh, I remember that goal, brother. Lads, what a hit, man.
Vintage Ronaldo. Messi.
Oh,
my.
it's just too much, lads. You know, guys, are we ever gonna see anything like this again, bro? Or nah, bro? Like, I don't think so, right? It's over, yo. I don't think we're ever gonna see anything quite like this again, bro. Never again, bro. Like, Vinny and Mbappe and Haaland can be those guys, but they're not these guys, man. What these guys did for us, bro, like, do you guys remember on Saturday when Messi dropped a hat trick and then Ronaldo said, oh, wait, hold my beer, and he dropped a hat trick on Sunday? And then next week, Ronaldo dropped 2 on Saturday and Messi was like, hold on, man, hold my beer. Let me take care of this. And he dropped a hat trick on Sunday, and it would just consistently go back and forth. And every time one did something, the other one up them. And one time, the next one, someone said, don't worry, we have Rashford in soccer.
Players with the most seasons with 25 plus league goals in a single year. You'll see some all-time greats on this list who have managed to have many seasons scoring at an elite level.
And then you got Messi and
Ronaldo in a league of their own. This is just one of the many stats these two have embarrassed football in. The Messi versus Ronaldo debate is the most controversial debate in sports. It's caused a divide between the fans, and no matter how hard you argue, there will never be an agreed upon answer. But
I mean, I feel like it's widely publicly agreed upon that Messi is the greatest of all time over Ronaldo after he won the World Cup, considering Ronaldo does not have a World Cup. I feel like that was the deal breaker and decider to put the case to rest. But if your favorite player, Cristiano, of course, like, they not go publicly admit that Neil is the greatest, but they know deep down inside, you know?
What I'm about to show you.
Although dribble stats only exist since 2017, Messi has always been first in every major category. Carries, total distance, total progressive distance, carries that enter the last third of the pitch, carries that enter the box, and what I'll refer as the Messi stat, the number of players dribbled past. Such dribbling and passing abilities help Messi create shot options for his teammates. So of course he's going to be better than Ronaldo in goal-creating actions per 90 minutes. But I'd like to point out that Messi doesn't have the highest score here. That feat belongs to Neymar. Similarly, an interesting stat worth showing is expected goals. An expected goal.
That's very interesting. Okay, that makes sense though, I guess, to a degree, but it's also cool that those two guys played for so long together and they're leading that category. This guy, I'm really enjoying this video so far. I know I've already paused it a lot, but just the fact that he's getting into so much of the nitty gritty of the statistics. You always see like these I don't know, these graphics that show, oh, well, Messi has more goals here and Ronaldo has done this and he has this many awards, he has this. This guy's getting into the actual, like, breakdown of every single statistic of everything.
I remember that. Dale, Messi. Encara Messi. Encara Messi. Encara Messi. Encara Messi. Ah! Bro, stop! Stop!
And the whole of this ground stands and applauds the 19-year-old.
Oh my God, bro.
This season, I very much doubted.
Lads, the thing about it, right? How do you have that composure at 19 years old? Lads, respectfully, don't make fun of me, please. I go play indoor football against my uncles, and when the ball gets to me, I get so scared. I don't know what to do. The ball gets to me, like, before my uncles get there, I'm out there looking like I got nice little step overs and stuff. And then I get the ball when my uncles are there, and I don't know what to do. I don't know if I just kick the ball into the air, bro. I don't know what to do. This guy at 19 years old had the composure of like a 50. It's ridiculous, bro. I don't understand, bro.
You're gonna be comparing them to Messi, Ronaldo. Them two was such anomalies that, you know, it make this current era seem like a dud. Like, compared to past eras, comparison is a thief of joy. But like I was saying with my point, in the future, somebody is going to come who is just as good as Messi, score just as many goals, do this, that, and just a tad bit or a slight better. Somebody could come. So you got Messi won 8 Ballon d'Ors, right? Guess what? Ronaldo took 5 of them away. So he could have possibly had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Ballon d'Ors. Who says in the future another Lionel Messi will arrive and he don't have a Ronaldo to combat him? And he wins all the goddamn awards. I see that as a realistic possibility.
Yes, agree. As he's clearly the better dribbler. Just really quick off the bat, I didn't even know that they like tracked dribbles per game. That's so interesting. Okay. I also want to know one more thing before someone says, oh, this is a Messi fan page. I'm aware, and that's why this isn't the only video we're going to watch. This is just the one we're starting with because this one has a lot of views, so I assume it has some good info. All right, let's go. Also, it's recommended a lot. Woo! That was solid. Jeez. Key passes per game. Okay, 1 higher. I wonder where he's getting these stats from, this guy. I'd be curious. Comparable, because both are amazing goal scorers, but let's have a look. Okay. Okay. 37-25. Okay. Dude, he's so good. You know, I feel like as someone who I actually care a lot about analytics and research and like comparing things. I feel like this person is covering mostly Messi. So I'd actually love to see someone who's like a Ronaldo fan do something similar. But at the same time, to a certain extent, you can't like fake that. You know what I mean? He's showing statistics where Messi technically has better stats than Ronaldo. And, you know, it's just interesting. It makes me question this account since there's not a lot on Ronaldo. But the truth could be that Messi just does outperform him in most things, like statistically anyway. But not everything's about stats either, because there's more to football than your statistics, of course.
Know about the Ballon d'Ors, Champions Leagues, and countless goals and trophies they managed to get. But what you may not know is just how out of reach some of the records they have broken are. So let's break it down, because it gets
91
way
goals in the
crazier
season
than
for
you think.
sure.
Before breaking down what the two did combined, let's first look at their dominance separately, starting off with the machine himself. Ronaldo over his career has been known as the embodiment of hard work, and over the years we've seen firsthand just how his hard work has turned him into an unstoppable force in football. At nearly 40 years old, with a career spanning 23 years, Ronaldo is the footballer with the most official goals ever, with a number that is still going up.
Hey, y'all think he gonna hit 1,000 before he retire? I feel like he gonna hit 1,000 before he retire. That's gonna be live as hell.
That seems untouchable and got me thinking, what will it actually take for anyone to break that record? But before we answer that, besides scoring more goals than literally anyone else in history, Ronaldo has an adaptability that often doesn't get spoken about. Whether it's in England, Spain or Italy, Ronaldo has managed to always dominate and is the only player ever to score 30 plus goals in a single season in 3 of Europe's top 5 leagues.
Yeah.
He's navigated the physical...
That's one of Messi critiques that some people said that, you know, he never played in the Premier League. And, you know, the Premier League is widely viewed as the most balanced. I say that. I'm going to stop saying that best league in the world because people always get mad at that. The most balanced or toughest league in the world. Put it like that versus the La Liga or like the Serie A. Nail only has played in the La Liga, the Uber Eats, and now Major League Soccer.
In 3 of Europe's top 5 leagues. He's navigated the physicality of the Prem, the technicality of La Liga, and the defensiveness of Serie A.
I never thought about it that way.
He's won the league multiple times in each country too. Winning these massive trophies is far from easy, and only a handful of players have ever won a league title, domestic cup and super cup, Champions League, Club World Cup, Golden Shoe, and Ballon d'Or. This haul of trophies is enough for an elite career, except Ronaldo has done it twice at 2 different clubs.
Damn.
The only player ever to do so. The fact he's managed to be
Hey,
so
like I
consistent
say, don't get me wrong. Ronaldo definitely is the second greatest player of all time. Oh, even speaking of, the original R9 didn't have CR7 in his top 3 players. I feel like when it comes to accomplishments, I honestly hope Ronaldo get this World Cup in 2026 if the United States of America don't win it. So he can add that to his resume so he could be realistically put back into these greatest of all time conversations, bro, because he has to be second greatest of all time.
With scoring and shooting, we noticed that Ronaldo has more career goals, but he also played more games.
Yeah.
And if we take away penalty goals, Messi already surpassed Ronaldo in 2018. Looking further into it, we find that Messi has a higher average goals per game. A common remark regarding their averages is that Ronaldo started his career in a tougher league, being the Premier League. In spite of that, if we only consider the average goals per game in the Champions League, Messi still comes out on top. His goals are also more efficient, meaning he scores them on less attempted shots per game. That brings us to accuracy metrics, and yes, Messi has a higher shot on target percentage, which is impressive considering his attempts come in farther from the goal, as can be shown by his number of goals outside the box. Furthermore, Messi has a better conversion.
The goals outside the box one still throws me off because in a lot of the highlights of like Ronaldo's top goals, you always see him shooting, you know, from I'm talking distance, right? He's always hitting goals outside the box on those highlights anyway. But then to know that Messi has more than him by a large number is pretty incredible. And you know, I'm not so sure that I like the fact that he talks about taking away Ronaldo's penalty goals. I kind of equate them to, they're not really the same, but like free throws in basketball, you know, there's no point in trying to take them away. He scored them. Let's just call it what it is, and let's keep it baseline and hard nosed, right? A goal is a goal, okay. So I don't know if he's going to do that in the end. I don't know if he was just talking theoretically, but I don't like that, right? I'd rather it just stay what it is.
From just about anywhere on the field. As for free kicks, they share the same number of free kick goals, but percentages and distance tell a different story. Messi has close to twice Ronaldo's free kick conversion, and his attempts come in farther than Ronaldo. Also, their path to that number is very different. At the start of his career, Messi was without a doubt a poor free kick shooter, but recently, Messi seems to have become the best free kick shooter ever. No trending lines could have predicted these latest numbers, he just flipped the switch. In sum, regarding scoring and shooting, even though Ronaldo is frequently referred as the better shooter or finisher, Messi has the highest average goals per game on less attempted shots, he has a better conversion from everywhere, and he's the better free kick shooter. The only metric in Ronaldo's favor is his penalty conversion. Inevitably, Messi has 1 point.
How do you have that composure at 19 years old, bro?
That was sensational.
Listen, chat, listen, I want to say something really quickly, bro. Listen, a lot of people say to me, Skills, do you believe in God? And I never like to talk about religion. And the truth is, yes. And they say, okay, but can you tell me how you think God exists? And I say, Messi and Ronaldo. That's God. It has to be. What else can it be? It's not the gym, bro. You can go to the gym for the whole life. You're not going to be like that. I'm sorry, bro. There has to be something. That's God. It has to be something. There's something out there that let them do that, bro. And something has to be out there, right? Give me a 1 if you agree. Like, explain that to me. Make a scientist explain Messi and Ronaldo to me, because I don't understand, bro. Make somebody explain it to me, bro. Listen, I need to understand, bro. I need to understand. I need to understand, bro. I really, really need to understand. It's crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The world could do what he's just done, Kevin.
What a hit, man.
He's the only player ever to score 60 plus goals in 4 different calendar years, and is the only player ever to score 50 plus goals in 7 consecutive calendar years.
Damn, so that's 1, 2, 3. That's 2011 through 2014. He scored 60, and then he scored above 50 from 2015 to 2017. That is 7 years right there, man. 7 years straight where that man just went banana. You know how long 7 years is? 7 years ago was what? 2018, bro. I was a freshman in college.
A striker is considered elite if he does this once or
Damn,
twice.
I was a freshman in college 7 years ago? Shit.
7 times in a row is actually laughable. The silly thing about Ronaldo's goal scoring records is that they just go on forever, like his international goal record, his hat-trick records, and more. But at the risk of this video being 20 hours, let's turn our eyes over to what I believe is Ronaldo's greatest accomplishment, his Champions League records.
Oh yeah,
Ronaldo is by
Champions
far the
League.
highest scoring player in Champions League history with 140 goals, with Messi second with 129 and Lewandowski third with 101. Other than that, no one really comes close. However, unlike his other goals records, this one might be in jeopardy. Reason being is with the way the new Champions League format works, you now play an extra.
I thought he was finna say might be in jeopardy because of Haaland. But yeah, the new format definitely does give more games to happen, which means more goals. So the game gonna change up, and like I say, the game will continue to evolve, and who knows what happen in the future.
Not the only stat Ronaldo leads. Let's look at knockout Champions League goals. On this graph is a ranking of the players with the most knockout goals in the champs. You can see Lewandowski and Benzema both on 32, and others around the 20 goal mark. Except if you look further ahead, you'll see Messi way out in the distance with 49 goals, and then somewhere even further along, you have him, 67 goals in 82 games. By far the most goals in Champions League knockout history. I don't see this record being touched anytime soon. For context, Haaland has 8 so far and Mbappe 20. But it gets even more crazy. If you take away Ronaldo's round of 16 goals and only include goals scored in the quarterfinals, semis and final, he still has 42 goals, which is more than everyone else but Messi. So even if someone with the new format matches Ronaldo's knockout goals, they for sure aren't touching his goals from the quarters onward. He's simply too much of a big game player. He's the only player ever to score in 3 Champions League finals.
See that? Let me see that. The records.
And a big game player.
Or the
He's the only player ever to score.
Messi versus Ronaldo Champions League records. Once he started winning, Messi hit the then Messi won. Okay, so Ronaldo won in 08, Messi won in 09, and then Messi won in 2010. Then Ronaldo won in 14. Then Messi won in 15. Damn, it seems like Messi win every time he win until that goddamn 3P happened. So Messi last time winning, this was MSN era 2014-15. Then Ronaldo then 1, 2, 3 of them back to back to goddamn back. Oh, I heard this 2005 one don't count because Neil didn't really play. You know,
3 Champions League finals, and what he has done in the Champions League is unmatched. And to top it off, only 6 players in this competition have ever managed to win the Golden Boot more than once. Then you have Messi, who's won it a shocking 6 times. Then there's Ronaldo, who's won it 7. Going over these records truly put into perspective just how much further ahead he is than the rest of the competition. But now it's time to go over the absurdity of someone whose records I'm willing to bet my life on won't get touched.
See? Messi. Hold on, I had to let that out. But this is the conversation that we was having on Twitter. I do indeed believe that somebody will be born, who knows what country. They probably ain't even born yet. They probably not gonna be born yet in the next 10 or 20 years. We never know. Somebody.
Rocket takes one touch. Messi strives. Ready strikes. Scores! We're tied at 1. Magic from Messi.
Also 3 more touches. Ronaldo 5.
Precise. Cristiano Ronaldo. Head down. Perfect finish from Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo. Full steam ahead. Ronaldo's on the score sheet. Cristiano Ronaldo, first touch of the game, second touch of the game, is a goal. Cristiano Ronaldo, they can only stand and stare at his brilliance. Well, it might be there, and they are.
2 of them were versus 2 or more defenders. 3 assists of goals, Messi 3.
Messi is away. Will he get his goal this time? Can he tap it off? He gives it to Suarez, he gives it back to Messi. The best on planet Earth.
Messi, 1 touch into space. Look at Neymar wide open if Suarez can find him. Look big, gets around the corner. Swings it in front for Messi, who tucks it home.
Luis Suarez, Messi continues the run. That was a magical.
Also, if statistics is the only thing that matters, Messi is not only the greatest player of all time, but the greatest that ever will be. There will probably never be a statistical anomaly like Messi ever again.
That's such an insane statement.
As for awards and honors, whether Messi or Ronaldo ends up winning this one, they are by far the 2 most individually decorated footballers of all time. With this in mind, in individual awards, most websites only consider 3 of them: the FIFA Best, the European Golden Boot, and the Ballon d'Or. Summing these up would tell you that Messi has the edge, but with 13 and 14 awards, they are both lonely at the top. Starting with the Golden Boot, which rewards Europe's top goal scorer, Messi has 6, while Ronaldo...
Which is insane to even think about, right? He said they're both lonely at the top. Like, they're both in such a different category, and then to think that as we just saw just a second ago, Messi's even in a more different category, like one that Ronaldo's not even at, yet both of them are so set apart from the rest of the game. That is just insane to me. It is mind-blowing how good both of these guys are. And the fact that they're both playing at the same time, what a blessing that has been on the soccer world.
Intricate passing between Messi and Pedro, and it's Lionel Messi! It's superb!
Chat, how can you hate either of these guys? Do y'all agree? Like, how can you hate them?
Dancing feet! Cristiano Ronaldo, great feet! Cristiano Ronaldo, that is stunning!
Unbelievable, man. You just can't hate them, man. You can't, dude. They're so good. Look at my GOAT Ronaldinho, man. Look at my GOAT Ronaldinho. How does it keep going, bro? And like, they're all bangers. It's not like 1 or 2 bangers. It's like banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. Like, look at this, man. Ronaldo chop, back post, bang. Messi on the volley back. Nah, dude. This video is unbelievable. Look at that goal, dude.
Messi quiere pisar área. Atención a Messi que amaga por 2 veces. Se mete hasta la cocina. Messi.
Stop.
The amount of records I found that Messi had is simply unreal. But I will go over what I deem to be the craziest records. And let me say, what you're about to see is truly crazy. Messi ranks number 1 in a lot of categories. He ranks number 1 in the most goals ever in a single top flight league with 474, as well as having the most trophies won by a player ever with 46 trophies. For context, Harry Kane has 0. And he has 46 trophies.
Why that boy do Harry Kane like that,
Harry
man?
Kane has...
What Larry do to y'all, man? What them Tottenham Cowboys? That's a slug to the Cockboys too. Y'all should take offense right there. I know he don't play for y'all no more, but goddamn, that's where he spent his whole career.
0. And then there's the records we all know about, like his 8 Ballon d'Ors, his 2 World Cup Golden Balls, as well as a winner's medal, the only person to score at every single stage of the World Cup. But the thing is with Messi that I can't seem to wrap my head around is just how much further ahead of everyone else he is. It's hard to put into words this wide margin, so instead, I'll show you. Here is a chart of the top 10 players with the most goals and assists in Europe's major leagues in the 21st century. You have the usual suspects. Shout out Robert, bro. Shout out
Lewandowski. He's up there with him.
Cracked over 400. Then there's Ronaldo, way up on 646, making the others look tiny in comparison. And then there's Messi. This is the gap between Messi and literally everyone else. He's made their numbers look mediocre, skewing our perspective on what greatness actually looks like. And we will talk about the implications this has later. For Messi, his playmaking is what stands out the most. Assists are a kind of hard stat to compare. They are completely reliant on your teammates scoring, and so they can never paint the full picture. Instead, chances created and big chances created tells a better story, as it doesn't matter if your teammate scores or not, you still get recognized for your creativity. In the history of Europe's top 5 leagues, since big chances created became a stat a long time ago, only one player ever has managed to get 25 plus goals and 25 plus big chances created in a single.
That's a stat. All the advanced stats and stuff. That's where you start losing me. Big chances created in a single season, top 5. The man Neil did it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times.
League season. That man is Messi. He's done it 7 times, including 30 plus in both stats 3 times. I promise you, we won't ever see anyone even come close. For someone
you can't say that. You can't say, I'm gonna let the video play, but you can't say that. You don't know the future. Everybody said that back in the day. I'm sure they said the same thing about Maradona. I'm sure they said the same thing about Pele, the same thing about Johan Cruyff, until the next player came.
Messi, bang!
It is magnificent from
Ronaldo, bang! Messi, stop it. This jersey, it's always Barca, it's always Hala Madrid for me. But this Barcelona jersey, chat, talk to me. Nah, brother, that jersey. Listen, bro, I am always Hala Madrid, but this jersey right here is so clean, brother. That is one of the cleanest bars. I don't know what it is about it, but I don't know what year that's from. I think it's 2017. That is one of the greatest Barcelona jerseys. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. And look at Neymar. He got a fat ass. Damn. Damn.
This is what a normal year of scoring looked like. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Then there's the 11-12 season. Oh, and also the 14-15 season as well. And pretty much every single season they played in, they shattered every record. The two of them scored 40 La Liga goals 3 times, with Messi once getting 50. The only player who has ever come close is Suarez when he managed to score 40. It literally took Suarez getting 40 goals to dethrone Messi or Ronaldo. It wasn't until the two of them left when we started seeing regular numbers again.
Now they start going back down, and then now that's what I'm saying. This is around the era where I started watching ball, and everybody expect everybody to be Messi and Ronaldo, bro. They are one of a kind. They once in a generation, bro. You can't expect everybody to be like them. Guess what? Why people say fell off? Now we back in the holding period until the next GOATs come. You know, like the Lamine Yamals of the world. We waiting for Lamine to grow up, and we waiting for whoever else to come to say to elevate the sport and change the sport, like Neil and CR7.
Messi and Ronaldo did. How can we consider this regular? Our perception of scoring has been completely skewed. It's become impossible to see 25 goals scored.
Dove big.
Think it's elite when we just watch two guys routinely get 40. It got to a point where there isn't even a point of comparing Messi and Ronaldo to other attackers anymore. Let's look at their prime scoring years. Between the 2010-11 and 2015-16 season, both Messi and Ronaldo scored 224 and 234 league goals respectively, for a combined total of 458 over those 6 seasons. So let's put Ronaldo and Messi's combined scoring numbers over these 6 years up against every single team in Europe's top 5 leagues. After counting up every single team's scoring tally over the same period of time, Messi and Ronaldo's combined tally ended up ranking 4th place.
I'm surprised PSG up here. Shout out Paris Saint-Germain. Bayern, Man City, and PSG are the only ones who above Messi and Ronaldo between the scoring periods during that era.
This kind of blew my mind, because how can two guys outscore so many entire football clubs? But it gets worse, because during this 6-year stretch, Messi and Ronaldo missed some games, 45 to be exact. And so if we calculate not total goals, but goals per game, you'll find that Messi and Ronaldo combined for more goals per game than every single football club in Europe's top 5 leagues. Two guys, more goals per game than the biggest clubs in Europe. Seeing one of them play was an anomaly, but two at the same time, what they did to football.
Hey, y'all heard what I alluded to? Seeing one was an anomaly, but to have two at the same time, oh yeah, now that's wild as hell. In the future, the next time the anomaly come, it's gonna be a real small chance that it's the second one to that first anomaly. And that first anomaly could be going, you feel me, break all the records.
Since the beginning of the century, the world of football has been blessed with two of the greatest who have ever played. They've dominated trophies, statistics, thus debates. Although it's hard to decide who's better, by the end of this video, one guy will have the edge. This is the definitive comparison of Messi and Ronaldo. To find who's the better player, we'll examine 4 different criteria: winning, statistics, awards, and the eye test. First off, who has won the most? Winning can't make you the greatest, but it can make you one of the greats. Simply put, winning 6 champions. With this in mind, 3 sub-points will be awarded in accordance with their 3 common competitions: European, domestic, and international. Beginning with European, the most prestigious trophy in clubs is the UEFA Champions League title. Ronaldo has won it 5 times, whereas Messi has won it 4 times. While this is the official count, we commonly subtract 1 from Messi since he only started 2 games of his first official victory. Conversely, Ronaldo's 5 titles came in his presence, and he won them on 2 different teams. That's 1 sub-point for Ronaldo. Advancing into domestic titles, Messi has won more league titles, more domestic cups, and more domestic super cups. Hence, there goes one for Messi.
Pretty cut and dry.
Lastly, the international numbers. Starting with Messi, let's just say he's a little unfortunate. However, it didn't start out that way. He began his journey by winning the 2005 Under-20 World Cup. He followed by a gold medal at the 08 Olympics. But ultimately, his lack of performance at the 2010 World Cup hurt him. He did individually wield Argentina to the finals of the 2014 World Cup, but fell short in extra time against one of the best sides in recent history. He lost again at the 2018 World Cup in the hands of the soon-to-be champions by a score of 4-3. At South America's continental tournament, the Copa America, he has never won. In his 4 presents, he's gone to the finals 2 times. In each one of these, he lost in penalties. On the other hand, Ronaldo has won 2 major trophies, the 2016 Euros and the 2019 Nations League. Even though he didn't win a single game in regular time at the 2016 Euros, the mere fact that Portugal won this tournament is enough to give him a point. According to betting websites, Portugal's odds of winning were 20-1 at the start. That's 1 point for Ronaldo, which makes him the winner of my first criterion, winning.
Okay, so this I'm realizing was done before Messi won the World Cup. So I wonder now. Obviously, I think Messi would take that international for sure, without a doubt. I think winning the World Cup is something that automatically sets you higher on the bar than any other international trophy you can get. Obviously, right? And so I think, though Ronaldo wins it in this video, as far as the criteria goes for winning, I think that in hindsight, if this video was made today, Messi would be the one taking that. I like, first off, I just want to go back and look at these criteria. We have winning, statistics, awards, and eye test. Eye test is still one that I'm getting used to. That's one that you guys are really on me about, that I need to understand and recognize that eye test means a lot. And that's fine. That's fine. I'm getting used to it. We'll figure it out. But for the time being, that's something that I'm still learning. And so, but the other 3 are very, very measurable, right? Winning, you know, that is the most measurable stat next to actual statistics, right? And then awards, you know, medals do mean something at the end of the day. All of them are well, not all of them. Some of them, like player awards, right? Player of the year, those kind of things. Those are subjective to a degree, but for the most part, some of them are not, right? Like lead scorer. You only get that by being the lead scorer, right? So anyway, I'm excited to get through these categories and see really who comes on top. I did not expect Ronaldo to take the W there, and I'm not sure that he would have now, but it is cool to see all this broken down.
I always said Ronaldo. But just watching that and looking at the statistics, I think Messi is number 1. Yeah, he is the GOAT for sure. Ronaldo, great player of course, but number 2 for me.
You can choose one, but you respect both. Honestly, I think that Hollywood needs to make a movie on these 2 players. And the name of the movie needs to be, You Can Choose One, but Respect Both. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be 100%. I think Hollywood needs to make a movie on these 2, and that should be the title. You can choose one, but respect both. I'm being honest with you. We need a Messi and Ronaldo movie, bro. We need one. We need a movie, bro. We really do, man. We really do, man. That's crazy, man. That would make so much money. It really would. It would tear up. That title is too long, true. Man, unbelievable.
You know, before all the Ronaldo fans get pissed, I agree. This was definitely a little biased, but there were actually a lot of really good stats in this. And I feel like this gave me a little bit more of a perspective into the real difference between them. I kind of hate even looking into the difference, but I know you guys want me to do it because I just really actually do love them both. I think they're so fun. But let's talk about it some more in the outro. Statistically, they definitely have a couple of areas where I feel like they're close. And then there's some areas where it seems like Messi statistically is much better. I feel like this video gave us some more insight into those moments. I have heard a lot of you guys say that you can't really use only statistics to say who your GOAT is or choose who's better, because statistics can't show everything, which is true, but I still think that they matter. You can't disregard statistics. My current take on the whole thing is that Messi is statistically better than Ronaldo is, seemingly, but I do think that Ronaldo is absolutely incredible, and on top of that, he is a lot more flashy, which makes him very entertaining to watch too. So even if you think Messi is better, Ronaldo is such a fun watch nonetheless, and definitely one of the best to do it. I've also now watched quite a lot of different footballers, and there are so many people out there who are insane, but I think Messi for sure sets himself apart from a lot of people.
Once again, the stats show something that I think everybody who truly watches, who has truly taken the time to sit and consider and watch and think about and compare these two players, it's obvious. Messi's the GOAT. Messi is the GOAT. Ronaldo is one of the greatest players to ever lace up and touch the pitch. Messi's just better. And I hate it for Ronaldo. And in any other time span, 20 years ago, if Ronaldo's playing, we're having the Michael Jordan and LeBron James debate, of who's the GOAT, because Ronaldo would have, he would have lit it up. He lit it up now. Unfortunately, he's always in the shadow of Messi, and his career will be that as well. You will never hear Ronaldo brought up without somebody saying, yeah, but Messi's better. Messi, on the other hand, people are going to bring his name up, and names are going to get thrown around like Ronaldo and Pele and Maradona. But guess what? We have objective evidence, statistics, numbers, play, all of that from all careers. And guess what? Messi is better. He's the GOAT.
Hell of a video right there. Messi and Ronaldo, bro. Yeah, them boys is aliens. Them boys is amazing. And we definitely are lucky that we was alive to watch these two GOATs play football and do their thing, man.